In the rolling hills of Israel, during the ministry of the prophet Elisha, lived a woman known not by her name, but by her place. The Shunammite woman. She was respected, wealthy, and God-fearing, yet her story would reveal a faith deeper than her status, and a miracle greater than anything she could have imagined. Each time Elisha passed through Shunem on his journeys, she noticed the prophet dust on his robe, humility in his steps, and the unmistakable presence of God upon his life. With a heart stirred to generosity, she invited him to eat in her home. And from that day on, whenever Elisha traveled that way, her door was always open. Seeing Elisha's constant journeys and his need for rest, she spoke to her husband with compassion and discernment. "Look, I know this man is a holy man of God. Let us build a small room for him on the roof, a bed, a table, a chair, and a lamp, so that whenever he comes, he may stay with us." Her act of hospitality was more than kindness. It was reverence for the presence of God. One evening, as Elisha rested in that upper room, gratitude filled his heart. He asked his servant Gehazi,
"What then is to be done for her, Gehazi? She desires nothing of us."
"Perhaps she has no son, master, and her husband is old."
Elisha called her to the doorway. With prophetic certainty, he declared, "At this time next year, you will embrace a son." Her heart trembled. "No, my lord, do not deceive your servant." Hope was dangerous for a woman who had long buried it, but the word of the Lord is never empty. A year later, she held a son in her arms, life where there had been none, joy where there had been sorrow. Years passed and the boy grew, but one morning, while in the fields with his father, he cried out suddenly, "My head! My head!" Carried home to his mother, he sat on her knees until noon, and then the child of promise died. Grief could have shattered her. Anger could have consumed her. But faith carried her. She laid the boy on the prophet's bed, shut the door, and hurried to Mount Carmel. When Elisha saw her from afar, he sensed the storm in her soul. Falling at his feet, she cried, "Did I ask for a son, my lord? Did I not say, 'Do not deceive me'?" Elisha rushed to her home. He entered the upper room where the child lay. He prayed, stretched himself over the boy, and life returned, first warmth, then breath, then 7 great sneezes as death fled from his body. Elisha called to the woman. She entered the room trembling, heart racing. He spoke only 2 simple words, "Take your son." She fell at his feet in overwhelming gratitude, then gathered her resurrected child into her arms, proof of a God who sees, who remembers, and who restores what seems lost forever.